Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And today we'll be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be playing a game. I'm primarily do reaction type content, but I was, talking with family recently, and they said they liked my intro and everything, but they're like, all you do is react to things. You don't do any of the other 5 things on your channel title screen. So maybe you should do something else. I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I asked everyone what I should play, and they're like, well, what do you, what do you play games? Or what type of games do you like? And I'm like, well, I primarily like buying games on Steam and not playing them. So I've got like hundreds of games on Steam that have like 10 minutes of play. Except maybe like games like Satisfactory. I've got a few hundred hours in that, and I've got, games like Civ 6 that have a few thousand hours in it. So I'm like, oh, Civ 6 then, right? And they're like, no, that sounds boring. We're going to give you this game. So my brother gave me this game. It's called the Stanley Parable. And I have no idea what it's about. But he basically said I wasn't allowed to read anything about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this game. And I can just hope it's not a horror game and I don't have to age restrict it. that's all that really matters to me. So yeah, I guess we haven't played it before. At least I haven't. I'm sure everyone who's watching this has probably played this. And I guess it's there's a. Okay, I guess should we enter the right time? Let's just do the right time. Is this one of the games where it actually follows like real time with like sunrise and sunset type of thing? All right. Okay, it just sounds like you're in an office building. I don't know. The end is never the end, huh?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I like the intro sound.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Sounds like my current
Orders
job.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
It's pretty close.
And in what order.
Security analyst.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Seeing like
Never
a delusional
in all
dream.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I can move. Sensitivity is a little high on this. Do they not use the regular control? Yeah, they do. Can I click on anything? I think I'll lower sensitivity slightly because I don't want to cause any problems for everyone else. General probably. Let's try 4. Okay,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
can you jump?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Can you do anything? Oh, I guess you can turn off screens. Okay. So I guess it's somewhat interactive. Can't turn them back on. Okay, well, we'll just ignore that for now. I like what my boss hates. It's weird that you can't see out the windows. Was this like a super low budget game, or is this just part of the concept? I don't know why, but I like turning off. Oh, I probably should have read that. Oh well. I like turning off computer screens. It bugs me from a security standpoint. People just leave stuff on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, that's obvious. Go on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What is up with?
Yes,
Okay,
truly
so-
a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Thanks, narrator.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
So the game automatically shuts doors behind you. So this is a game of choice, obviously. You can only make choices once? Okay.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Now it makes me think there is something in this room. Am I missing something? Do I
At this
pick
point,
anything else?
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yeah, that's probably why I would leave. I'll wait till I hear one more thing from the narrator, then we'll head on forward.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
All right, fine.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Creepy hallway? My guess is you're supposed to go through to the other hallway, right? And my guess is that connects to the first hallway. But there's an elevator shaft. But then there's this room. Let's go here. Okay.
Stanley was so bad
Okay.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
All right, so you are locked into specific scenarios. I get it. I wish you could jump. That would be great. Okay, I bet you could fall and die here. Cargo lift. Man, there's a bunch of doors all over the place. Woo. Almost fell. That looks like something there, but you know what, never mind. We'll just go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
There is
I
an
realize that
opening there.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but
Don't
you
think I can't
all this
jump.
time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Can I jump?
Please.
Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove
Oh.
that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
I killed myself.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I see.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you just restart. Alright, well, I wish you could turn off your own computer, because that would be, like, the best thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
I wish
find
I
a
could
trace of his
Skip his
co-workers.
voice sometimes. I have a feeling I'm going to be hearing that voice a few more times. Was this bar further back before? I kind of just pressed E and closed it, so maybe I just... I don't know. Maybe that was the same. Oh look, that's an interesting door. How do I get there? Maybe if I take the first one on the left. Okay, now I know this one was different. There's no way this one's the same. Oh wait, I can't shut it down though. Oh no, okay. Alright. That one was the same. This one's gotta be different though. Should we go to the left
When
this time?
Stanley came to a set
maybe
of
not
two
die on the
open
right?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, we'll go on the left. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
alter.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I actually really want this in my dining room. Just a smaller version of it. How to solve the dispute with the... Oh, never mind. Using slides to assure employees have everything. Oh, this looks like normal work place garbage. Yeah, alright. Can I just change it? Okay. Yeah, that's nonsense. No one believes that. Telephone directory, stock market somewhere here. There's a bunch of like random things written on it. So this is cool. They didn't use like just like these are all like little custom boards that they made. This isn't like you know, something they just found online probably. One, no more bins, trash cans, renaming of the idea, firing of me. Idea bins. Okay. It looks like it's rotating. No, this is a different one. Boss appreciation minutes. Do they just have like 100 of these things? Why did we hire you? I'm just gonna see the next one, then we'll head on. Clear skin, yeah. Pollution is a dream for my future. Oh, there we go. Charts, definitely. Stock list, do unbelievably amazing work. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, one more. Oh, no, I saw that at the beginning. Okay. So there's like 10 of them. Why does this one have a label? Can you actually open it? You can open it. This is the first door you can open. I feel like I'm gonna die again.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, but why have it labeled as a broom closet if there's
There was nothing
here?
here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
All right,
As it
fine.
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
You know what? So that I'm going back in.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer
pretty
me
in
some
here.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I mean, look at the exact same wall texture that they used on the this side. A little bit of extra
You
detail
do
with the
realize
pipe,
there's no choice or anything in here,
HVAC
right?
stuff.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom
wait.
closet, at least you would have had
I
a
guess that could
reason
make
for
sense.
exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story
wow, lines for this closet.
whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Can I turn off the light? No.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay, so there's, from what I understand, just based off of
Stanley
how
was
this.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Okay.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Great. Just for going into the broom closet.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, The responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
Okay,
They have
so
fallen prey
it's
to any
basically
number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term
Basically, this is
sustainability
like a
of your
coma?
species. Please remove their corpse from
Well, I
the
guess not
area
coma, I guess
and
I'm dead.
instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Wow, this game's calling me
All right,
dumb.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, so
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
yes, I can.
You too? Unbelievable.
Wow,
I'm at the mercy of an
there's a
entire
lo-
species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
That might be the end of it. That was still pretty funny, though.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Every time I do against the storyline, I end up having to restart it because I end up dying or something stupid. Yeah, see, this looks like a horrible idea. Piece of paper. Ooh, piece of candy. Okay, useless. I guess there's a lot you just really can't do in this game.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post
Wait.
during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I was like, how
And
the
in
heck,
such a
why is this
competitive
car
economy,
here?
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone
Can
had
it actually
vanished.
fit out this
His
gate that's
boss would
somehow
think he was
closed?
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Yeah,
co-workers
that makes
blinking
sense.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Hmm.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Wait
For
a
example,
second.
why couldn't he see his feet when he
Ah,
looked down?
crap.
Why did doors close automatically behind him?
Yeah, that's
wherever
more
he
annoying.
went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yes.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Yeah, they're
And at
definitely
last,
repeating.
he came to the conclusion
Staying
that
here
it had
was a
been
soda
on the
machine
tip
here.
of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I
So
may as well enjoy
is
this
this
while
like
I'm
another
still
ending
lucid.
type thing? Is this how this game works?
He
It has
imagined
multiple
himself
endings, like
flying,
like
and began
100
to
endings,
gently float above
like
the ground.
near Autonoma.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
I'm
and
super
Stanley
confused now.
marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
It sounds like it's going to
And
be a
then
scary
perhaps
jump
the
scare thing.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and
okay.
thinking? Now
So-
the
so
voice
he
was
can actually hear
describing
this.
itself
Okay, that's
being
good to know.
considered by Stanley.
Figured that
who
was
found
just
it
us who could hear it.
particularly strange. I'm dreaming
wait.
about a voice
This
describing
used to be a
me,
stairwell.
thinking about how it's describing
Uh-oh.
my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing
Wait.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Okay, so
that
there's no
this
car
was in
park
fact
anymore?
a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Jeez.
That this was a dream.
This is dark as heck.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wait, I got
He
to the
felt
car
the
park
cool
again.
weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
I can still
the
walk.
fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
That's when I'd
life
be able to
is
see
normal.
again.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
It's a self-help book. Oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
You're gonna
just
have a heart
someone tell
attack,
me
dude.
I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ah, that was loud.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what? How'd this
Mariella
start over?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her
This game is
belongings,
super
and walked to
confusing.
her place of
Oh,
work.
hey, look, it's me.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Yeah.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know
Is anyone
what
who
is
has
real
access to
and
Twitter
what
really
isn't.
sane?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made
Pretty
her
sure the
feel
entire
better.
world is insane at this point.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest
So
of
do we
her
get to
life.
play as her now?
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment
She's
that
gonna
she
take
stood
over
there,
Stanley's job
staring
at
down
the-
at the body,
At the
and then she turned
desk.
and ran.
That'd be interesting. I guess I'm just gonna die again. This title makes more sense now. The end is never the end. That looks the same. Can't do anything with it. Oh, we had a computer that we could touch. I
All of
think.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Oh,
trace
I
of
guess
his
that one was the
co-workers.
same. I guess it was the same. That one's the same. Okay, this one wasn't even on last time. I saw this one, but it's not... I can only do it once. So there's something happens with this once it gets to the 5th one, it looks like. Which means that's multiple more resets, of course. Okay, that one's the same. Alright, so I guess 3 more resets and we'll get to that thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
go with the right
he
again.
entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
yeah.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
Is
it.
it running in this game?
Wow.
We're gonna skip
Yes,
this.
this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, fine. We'll do this.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
Okay.
and got back on track.
So that's okay. So we're obviously going down here because why would we do that again?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay, can we just go back? No. Okay.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay. Bit off script here, narrator.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was
See,
I
this
thinking?
now feels like it's a horror
It's
game.
clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We
Where some random whack job axe murdering psychopath runs through this door. I'm going to be so mad.
Okay,
My brother.
okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, no, I'm just going to get run over by a van, apparently. Actually, it might be a USPS truck. Oh, yeah, let's go down this dark tunnel even further. What is this? This looks like the OPSEC room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not
this is
supposed
exactly
to be
what I
here
do all day,
yet.
just
This is all
monitor
a
any other
spoiler.
employees.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay,
Don't have this many screens, though.
Okay, we just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Wait,
and
what?
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
See what the heck this room is.
Okay, from the top.
Gosh dang it. Well, okay, the upside of that is we can actually do
All
that
of his
computer check
co-workers
again.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I still want to know what's up with these weird windows. Okay. I think turning those off does nothing. Obviously, it's just that one that has the weird input. No. Wait, where is it now? Did we miss it? Man, let's go back. Well, that's annoying. So it just stopped at 2? Alright, well, I guess it is what it is. Okay.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Maybe we pushed past that point. We can't go fix it.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Well, I guess that's what this game is about. Hundreds of choices, isn't it?
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
this is like you got stolen by that crazy psycho god from...
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Skyrim. And just lunatic. Okay. Gosh, this office would be so annoying to work in. Wait, what? I was walking further, wasn't I? How did I get back here?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, that one looks normal again. Do I have my input one again? No. Looks like I still don't have that, so we're either still on the same track, which is possible. Yeah, I'd say it's more than possible.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, I guess we're still on that same track then. Don't ever put carpet in an office. It's horrible.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Wait, what? How does that work? You can't... Okay, what?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the
Obviously,
other way
this room
and
is in a
retrace our
different point of
steps.
space. Yeah, okay. All right. Gosh dang it. Oh, wait a second. All right, this is now starting to play out like a
Well, I'll
foul
be
game.
honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
This reminds me of
I can't quite recall,
Half-Life
but
now.
I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what?
I don't
Since
remember
I've
anything
completely
anymore.
forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah, I'm amazing.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work.
I know this
and
game's
it
lying
really
to me.
paid off. So, good job.
This game seems to lie about everything.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
see.
feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
See, this is red paint? Oh. Okay. All right. I'm not this
All right,
stupid, am I?
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is
We
that?
don't have a... Fine... Ooh, a new door. That looks the same. That looks the same. No, we're going this way. I don't want to deal with it.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
You're not even giving me a choice. What a jerk. You know what? I wonder if this game is more about... Oh, hey, Solitaire. I bet you this game is about the illusion of choice. No matter what you do, you end up keep going. You keep going back to the same aspect, no matter what change. Hey, I jumped.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's
So you
over
can
in
kind
this
of,
direction.
force yourself
Onward,
up
Stanley,
onto
to
things.
destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature
This
of life
is definitely
itself?
showing me like the illusion
Stanley,
of choice.
I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Whatever the
Not sure
heck
where
is
I was
actually
going
happening
with
right
all
now, the
that.
narrator is
You know what?
fantastic.
I think what we need
This
right
entire-
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Why did it have to be this type of music? Just dang it. I don't know why I'm doing this. Wait a second. What? Okay. This is the peer reviews only employee 432. Oh, that was interesting. It like glitched out in the background. Okay.
Cut the music.
Oh,
Go
thank
back
God.
and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Yeah.
Make sure you
I don't
study
believe
it
that at
closely
all.
and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, that's interesting. So they have like cut points. So it's kind of like immersive portals in Minecraft. Okay. This game is making my head hurt.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Good, I forgot to turn that off.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I don't have any clue where... Oh, hey, we can go through this room now. Oh, God.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted
I wonder who that guy was
after
fired.
Everything we've been through, you...
He's the only one that was fired.
Take
It's
this
probably me.
anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, I don't want to restart. Just dang it. Man, if anyone has OCD, this game is going to drive you insane. Okay, so I was able to jump, though, but like, you have to, like, shove yourself up onto... I guess it only works in... Oh, maybe here. No? Okay, so certain things have actual, like, fidelity, but other things don't.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Nothing.
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something
debatable.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
I'm going
Go
around in
wild.
the same circle.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Did I actually make it back? Okay, so I did, but I don't know. There's a good chance I have to do this. Gosh dang it. Man. What a nightmare of a freaking hallway.
Oh, no,
Yep.
not you again. Stanley,
Okay.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new
That's
story.
pretty funny how it just
No
like
lines
smashed
or
its way
monitor
through the
rooms.
roof.
Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
No, I like the line now. It's not you, narrator. The problem with this story is the narrator. It's probably totally fine without the narrator and just the adventure line. Yeah, look, I'd follow it straight into the ceiling. That'd be great.
Ah, a choice.
Okay.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere,
Yeah, I'm not
which
gonna walk
means
in
that
circles.
somewhere, the
I'm gonna
place
go out
where
this
we're
door.
trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And
At the
that in
angle, it looks
turn
like they'd go into the
means
same
that our
room.
destination corresponds with the counter-inverted
I guess they could have small
reverse
offices
door's
in
origin.
between.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
No, I want to go to the left. Okay, I am 90% certain they're the exact same door now. Yeah, that's garbage.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's
I
really
wonder if
how
that is
all
accurate
this
if I've been
goes?
playing this specific ending for
It's all
18 minutes.
Determined? So now, according to
So
the
this
schedule,
this
I
started
restart
when
again.
when
Then
we
what?
went down
Am I
that
just
first
supposed to forget?
monitor
Well, what if I
room.
don't want to forget?
When we
My mind
okay,
goes blank
that's,
simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it
adventure
really?
line.
No, it can't be.
Nonsense philosophy.
I don't want
He
it
was
to be.
spouting on for like
I
2
don't want
minutes.
the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
8th restart.
whatever it is that
just
made this
leaves.
schedule?
Restarts.
How would we even
Everett Stanley
know?
dies.
Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Find a bookstore. I want to find the bookstore.
I guess now we just wait.
Oh,
you know,
and okay, so
I
it goes
suppose
from
in some way that this is a
black
kind of
space
story.
to
Wouldn't
blackness
you
to
agree?
find a
I'm
bookstore.
not quite sure if we're in the destination or the
I want to do
journey,
this one.
though they're
Let's do
always
the
saying
7th
that life
restart.
is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, jeez. That scared the crap out of me. Okay, did this do a full restart on the confusion ending? I guess
all of his
it's,
co-workers were gone.
okay, it sounds like
what
it
could
did.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to find that computer that has the inputs. Maybe we screwed it up. Maybe we can't do that one again. That's unfortunate. Oh well, it is what it is. I assume there's a lot of things that end up getting locked behind things. Oh,
When Stanley
yay!
came to a set
Two
of
sets of
two open
doors.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, we didn't go into that
This was
other
not the
room.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
You know, we
The
haven't
lounge
followed the
was
actual
sublime,
storyline yet.
a
And it's
work
been
of
like
art.
half an hour.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, no way am I going down there again for the confusion ending, because that was a nightmare.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5
there's-
years ago.
Hey, look, there's the adventure line again. Okay, that's pretty funny. I don't want to fall off and die again. I kind of want to go see where B goes. But I know there's a hole right here. But I can't jump. So either something else happens, or you can clip up on it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
I like
not
all the
your
little
enemy,
changes.
really,
The
I'm
adventure
not.
line being a little
I
change is a
realize
good
that
one.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
we're
someone
gonna
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
carefully drop here.
Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the
Yeah.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
No.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Dangers
Look,
everywhere.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. This is a bad idea.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, okay. He's trying to prove that he's on our side. Alright, I'm gonna do the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really
I have a
wanted
feeling
you to be
everyone does
happy
the
all
blue
this
door at this
time?
point.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're
Actually,
doing
it's
right
another one of
now.
these stupid,
Don't you see that it's killing
hallways.
us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I don't have a choice anymore, do I? Yep, it's the same loop. Now what?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Okay. Man, this game is creepy as heck. I can't leave this area. I don't have a choice. Yeah, okay.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
Should we go back?
Right. Where were we?
It's pretty. Oh, wow. We're gonna die from a heart attack, aren't we? This is like a serotonin overload.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
The stairs gonna fall on me?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'm not very good at thinking. Alright, let's go see what his blissful ending is. Because we already know it's just going to reset this game if we go and jump off the thing and piss him off. It doesn't take much more to sit here and finish this part off, does it?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I don't want to go back there now. I mean, it's definitely pretty. Let's just see if he, Oh.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Seemed like I got further when I did that. Do you think the voice lines reset?
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I mean, I guess it's the same set. Maybe we'll, go back again. See, like, it looks like it keeps extending the, thing. It's probably not, but...
Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Can you just fall off the edge? No. My guess is it's going to force us to go down there. Yeah. So this was the ultimate goal anyway. Okay, so since we're not hearing any more voice lines, there's a good chance that we just have to go and do it. So there is an upper limit to what this game can handle from a stupid repeating choice set.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I feel really bad. So my guess is everyone does the jump twice. I'm walking slower, so it does feel like I broke my leg, but oh, I'm actually kind of glad we came back. Look at this crazy thing. And maybe just repeat.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Okay, so what happens if we stop moving? Nothing? Am I just wasting time here?
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Yeah, it's interesting is that this room here is kind of like a serotonin overload. No matter which direction you look. It's very interesting how they did that because of this entrance way. Okay, so I can't run or move any faster at this point. Which just means you're just gonna have to fall off and actually, you know, die this time.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. I'm open up another door. We'll go backwards.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Okay, am I just like stuck here now?
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Go
Am
back.
I reading the situation correct? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I was hoping that this room would have...
You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I was hoping that this would have like a special, like separate ending after the third one or the second one, but it looks like you don't have a choice. You just have to jump off the platform until he resets the world.
No, perhaps not.
I wish they didn't make me slower from breaking my legs twice, but, you know, I guess that's it. That's what they have for this game. Oh, jeez. We were stuck in this area probably far longer than we should be.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you actually want to stay alive. Or are you just teasing me?
Teasing you, but, I mean, we're walking so slow now.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
It's interesting, though, because this is the third time now, and I wonder how many people actually come back here multiple times, because these are all different voice lines, which are definitely unique to this this setup if you've done this many times backwards. I wish it would stay a little bit more and talk a little bit more in that section, but the narrator just doesn't. Ugh. So this one requires like 4 different tests. Maybe it only requires 1 or 2 if you don't keep going back. I don't know. Maybe it just keeps kind of changing slightly. I would assume, though, right here it's gonna say something. No? I mean, my legs are broken at this point, right? There we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay, so the narrator is apparently sentient, and Stanley's obviously sentient, but
all of his co-workers were gone.
So it
what could
just
it
automatically
mean?
resets everyone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Still mad that we messed up the input of that screen system. I don't think we can reset it from this point. I think we're just kind of stuck without it. Oh well.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
this
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So we missed something in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Okay, so
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Could go down there again.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
But I don't think there was anything else down there.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
There is something we can do when you go down there. We took the red door.
Stanley. Someone
what about taking the blue door?
Please. What? Really?
I
was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
and we ended up jumping off the edge 4 times in order to end
listen carefully,
eternal hell.
This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, we're going to take the blue door this time.
Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
We're going to still take the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
There is only a red door now. What the heck? Oh, there's another blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, a brown door. Uh-oh.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
I want to see what's up there.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes, because the last time your story ended up with me jumping off a fucking cliff like 8 times until I died.
Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. Ugh. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Got a wooden door, no developer textures, and we're going to do the smart... Oh, hey, look, all these lights are gone. Ceiling light. And just because of that, we're going to take the left door, which is the door we're supposed to take. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
3.
Oh,
doesn't matter.
Of course. A 3. Really?
Right in the middle.
Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Oh, God.
To be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, okay. It's teleported. Yeah, this is going to be garbage. Gotta kneel this off. Okay, first one cheated. Cheated. All these people cheated. Only 9,328? That's not bad. Okay, so it's just thousands of endings. Well, okay, probably not thousands in this. I mean, it'd be cool to have an actual online leaderboard, but I don't know if that makes sense for this game.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No. Because...
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Wait, what?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
I mean,
Let me
sure,
boot it
but...
up.
Oh, gosh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Like something
so why don't you
would
give
do?
it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
4
sure to keep
hours?
notes on your experience.
Okay. Do you think someone actually did this for 4 hours? Sorry, baby.
You heartless bastard.
Sorry.
Did you
Hey,
do
look,
it
there's a
because you
fern.
hate babies or purely to spite
It's not
me?
a fern, it's a potted plant.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me.
4 hours.
I'm not even going to try.
I know there's
I'm
an
out.
ending at the
I'm
end
done.
of this. I'm sure
It's
someone's
over.
done it. I'm sure they
Thank
just
you for playing.
put
Your
a,
input was extremely valuable.
key
oh,
thing
hey,
on it.
since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game just to ease the pain? Let's see.
That was a pretty bad game.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh. I can see outside.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Alaskan trucker.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
What?
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience
You're
of total
here
mental
to monitor
depravity.
forest fires.
So far, I love everything
That's
about
exactly
this game,
what this is
Stanley.
for.
And it seems there's even more.
And this
Come, let's
specifically
venture outward and see what else
helps
is
you
out
pinpoint
there.
where the forest fires are. There's nothing around here except for that shed, I guess. Pain. Okay, I would never put. Oh, I see. I would put a wall here. It just doesn't fall down the wind and snap and blow up. Love the wind effects. Let's go to that shed over there because it's the only thing that looks like there's anything over there.
No, it can't be. It is.
Feels like
It's
my
an
legs are
open
broken.
world game.
Yeah.
Good God, quickly, block it off.
No!
Oh,
You piece of
thank
garbage.
goodness, Stanley, what a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any...
No, you let me see outside too?
Thank heavens
You're a
we
terrible,
avoided it.
terrible thing.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay.
I need to go grab
think
something real
this
quick.
will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you
looks
could
like
get
Rocket
lost
League.
here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in
Oh,
this game,
okay.
I
It is
will be
definitely Rocket
phenomenally
League.
impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
Can I not
Let's
run in this
see.
game?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back.
I want to see if there's running in this game. Because it'd be great if we could move just a tad bit faster. Okay, it says jump is spacebar. What? That's not right. Okay, auto walk.
Here. Is this
Okay.
game sports
Yeah,
ball?
liar.
Stanley,
There's no
I think
jump.
it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, shoot. I thought I was going to come up from the bottom. Okay. Definitely
Are you
feels
doing
like
it?
Rocket League.
Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought.
Yes?
And I realize I'm not a
Not very good at this.
sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Come
I'm going
on.
to try it out.
Am I
Here
really
comes
this
another
bad?
ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley,
I can
I'm
do
like
it.
a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Wow. Oh, wait a
Are
second.
you enjoying this, Stanley?
So are the
Are you
orange
having
one's supposed to
fun?
go in the blue one?
Is this
and
a
I'm just
real
dumb?
video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No.
That's right. Your little fun comes to
That
an
was
end.
actually fun.
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game,
don't want to jump
now
down
I
here.
don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
Yeah, we do know
Take
best,
care,
don't we?
Stanley.
Okay, so he just left. I know there's nothing out from those areas. So the only area you can go is into this hole. I guess the other
Hold
side.
on. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay. Oh, it did just restart? Oh, no. Okay. All right.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
This reminds me of Portal now.
You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
This is definitely like Portal. Okay, there's a hole there. It's too dark. Pretty sure there's a hole of some kind somewhere. I don't think there's anything I can do except fall again. Yeah. Okay, that was what I was supposed to do. Another hallway. Okay. I guess we'll go here. So these are hallway panels. This definitely feels more and more like Portal. Wish there was more light in here. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, nothing this way. Man, this is getting creepy. Oh. I wonder if this is like the initial like 2-room I set up. But like Portal / Fallout style. Okay, it's a little creepy to see a bunch of random computer screens with what looks like a brain scan. Well, you might bet Stanley's just in a coma, and this is just him having to relive this nonsense for years in a coma. We're employee 427, aren't we? Huh. This looks like the monitor set from Beholder 3. Yeah.
I wonder what he found.
He just
If what
died.
he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
You know what's funny? We
That
haven't
is what
actually
I
done the
mean to this
initial
world.
storyline
Yes.
quest
Yes,
thing.
I'll be
You
back.
go to the
There's no
left.
other
We just
way.
didn't do it.
Once this ends,
And we still have that
after
one
it
on the
all
right,
comes
on
to a
the top,
close,
up
then I'll
top.
be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Yeah, I can't do anything. It's gonna reset, isn't it? I wonder how many endings this game has. seems to have a lot. Like, a lot. Still can't do anything with that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm going to turn off all these computers again, just in case it resets the input thing. Probably won't, but...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
so we have the one
he
on the
entered
left.
door on his left.
I mean, obviously that's the main one. But we still have that one we're missing on the right. Let's do this on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
The
and
problem
Stanley
is,
knew it perfectly well.
if I go on the left,
perhaps he wanted to stop
and every
by
time
the
I've done
employee
that,
lounge first,
like
just
the
to
confusion
admire
ending
it.
was on the left. It completely like messed
Stanley
up
felt lightheaded,
certain things that happened on the right.
butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Wait, what?
Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
That's new.
I mean, truly, truly, deeply.
I mean, it's got a cold
madly
drink machine.
Love.
Yes? I'm so confused. Well, that was a whole new line set.
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Really worth it being here in the room. But eager to get back to business,
Sad.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Definitely can't do that one because that's towards the confusion ending again. I don't know if... So
Stanley
here's the
was so
thing.
bad at following
I don't know if
directions,
endings
it's
reset.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like, for instance, the... remember the adventure line was down there at the bottom? It's not there anymore. So... I don't know if it resets. We obviously won't go that way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in
there's
someone
that
else
one up
can
top
be
there.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone you've been neglecting,
Oh, yeah.
Stanley.
They've said that a bunch of
Someone
times. Who
you've
are we
forgotten
neglecting?
about.
Just ourselves?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
There is a hole there.
I'm not asking
How do I
for
get
me,
there?
I'm asking for her.
Okay. For her? Oh, God. Now
This is
what?
it,
This is
Stanley.
my wife?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her
could
back
go
into your
back.
life. She's been waiting.
Oh, we can't go back. All right. Oh, it's just like closing doors. Of course we can't go back. Solid black room. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. Oh, God.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
So, this is the first time I've seen a light moving in this game. I don't know why, but for some reason it keeps putting a emphasis on this plug. Can we just pull it?
As Stanley
We
picked
can
up the
pull it.
phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait.
No, I
Oh,
unplugged it,
goodness.
you idiot.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't
gonna
even know
break
that
the
was
game.
possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
my guy doesn't probably
Not
even have a
picking
wife.
up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I
Yeah,
don't
I knew it.
understand.
This game
How
doesn't-
on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, God.
Choice. It's the best part of being
This
a
is like
real
playing
person.
Fallout.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for
Oh my
all
gosh,
people.
if you could turn crickets
Or
into
he could spend
hamburgers.
years of hard work forgetting how to read.
Ooh, yes.
Which choice would you make?
Forgetting how to
Remember
read.
that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Yeah, that
Allow
was
the
before
person
Twitter
to finish
and
their thought,
comment
then
sections
provide an
on,
excuse
message
why you
boards and
cannot
YouTube
continue
and,
talking.
Yahoo
Turn to
and
a
everything
partner
else.
and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and
What
crack."
the heck is a backsacking?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the
Yeah.
best part to a healthy
Do it.
decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
That's 8 glasses
Do
of
you
water
make
a day,
more
and
than
even
8?
that's wrong.
Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Yeah, there you go.
And the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Wait, what?
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not
Yeah.
to worry. Now that you're
Let's just
properly
shove a bunch
informed
of
on
forklifts
good
on
decision-making,
top of each
we're
other.
going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
No, I want to answer the phone now. Come on, let me answer the phone. Gosh dang it. Now we have to go back and answer the phone. How many choices are in this game? Okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
No, I would
Imagine
jump off
the
and go
main
into
character
that.
dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Yeah,
that story would
imagine.
make no sense at all. We
Look
just
at
need
that,
to
I
get
would
you home as soon
go
as
through that
possible
door.
before the narrative
Or that
contradiction
door.
gets any worse. Unfortunately, it
Or
seems
that
this
hole in
place
the wall.
is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Can we go back? No. Can we now jump off this thing? How do I get over there? No, there's nothing new here. Gosh dang it. I don't have a choice. Okay, so we're going back to the break room?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Is that now what this is, the real world? My life isn't just in an office all day?
Now remember,
Oh.
all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, now we have to take the door on the right.
No! Why did
Yeah.
you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Man, look at that. The door frame is like through the, okay. Yeah, I kind of want this file cabinet in my house. Yeah, yep. This definitely keeps reminding me of Portal, though. All right. I know it wants us to go that way, but I just wanted to see if anything changed. No, it didn't, but... All right, we're going to the left, and I assume it's messed up beyond belief.
Oh,
Yep.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
I want to go
What
to
did
the
you get
red
out of
room
that?
right there.
What did you think was
can
so
I?
special about seeing the game
Kinda-
undone? Left
kinda
here like so
jumped.
much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
Oh.
Even if there were a way to
It looked
continue,
like I
would it
could
be
totally
worth it?
jump that, but
to know that my
obviously-
story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have
Okay, this
to.
game's
I have to
crazy.
shut
No
the
wonder
game
you have
down.
to go
I
in
have
with
to.
no,
I have to.
you have to go in with basically no, sorry, I got distracted by that, no prior knowledge. You can't. You just, there's nothing you can do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Yep.
You, who thought you were so clever.
I am
Now
clever.
look where we
I
are.
destroyed your entire game.
My
It's
entire
fantastic.
game is destroyed.
Perfect.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Well, you
What,
keep
did you think
ruining
that would be
Stanley's
funny?
life.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows
Don't
how
give
to do
him
what I
choice.
tell him to.
No,
he
he doesn't.
understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
There is no world
You're a
outside of me.
child.
That's how creators work on YouTube. There's no world outside of us and our
story.
parasocial relationships
If
with
you'd
our
just
with
gone through the door
fans.
on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground
have
facility.
any fans,
You
don't
would
worry
have
about it.
destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do you think the game freaks out and resets if you do it again?
No! Why did
Dang
you
it.
do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, okay. So I didn't have to repeat that whole section again.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
you wanna
choosing
bet it just keeps
responsibly
resetting?
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead
We'll do
and you'll be
it twice.
fine. All right.
And then we'll go to the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
No! Why did you do that?
I was gonna-
Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, so it's going to keep resetting.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
we'll go
choosing
to the
responsibly
left, just
and always
so it
putting
doesn't
the
keep doing
story
this repeat
first.
section.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
So
When
on
Stanley
the
came to
right
a set
side,
of 2 open doors,
we're still
he
missing
entered
answering the
door on
phone
his left.
and whatever the heck is in that hole in the ground on the side of the wall. I don't know how to get to the hole in the side of the wall, so maybe something happens when you answer the phone.
Yet there was not a single person here
look all the
either.
same.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an
Oh,
answer
can't even
there.
open the broom closet anymore. Oh,
Coming to a staircase,
Can't go
Stanley
downstairs.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
that's interesting. Oh, look, it's a place we've never been before. Okay, can't open that. Nothing here. Can we go through this door? No. Okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Wow.
Shocked,
There's a
unraveled,
panda with a
Stanley
gun to
wondered
its
in
head.
disbelief who orchestrated this.
Business
until he saw
strategy.
the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Sewage lilies.
And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
What?
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He
What is up
drew a
with this
sharp
room?
breath and then spoke the code.
Maybe I should just walk through the door. I don't want to speak the code. I don't know what choice do I. We're basically stuck in this room for eternity now, aren't we?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Yeah, I can see that. Did I not
I'm
go
sorry,
here?
is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying. I assume you can't just say Night Shark 115. Does that actually work?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
I'm confused, though, about this door. Look how messed up this door is.
Why did you come here?
Compared to the rest of this office.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me.
I couldn't go to the door on the right. This guy's gonna... Uh-oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How did... Okay. Man, this is
Stanley?
confusing.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
I'm above
Stanley,
you.
please. I need you to make a choice.
Just the
I need
end.
you to walk through the door.
It just ends
Are you
here?
listening to me?
This is how the ending ends?
Can you hear me?
Did we find the real ending?
Is everything all right?
I'm so confused.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward.
He's losing
please.
it.
Choose. Do something.
22nd Century Toys LLC.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? You
Okay, so
listening
there
to
was an
this?
original
Stanley,
version of this
there?
game in 2013, apparently.
Okay.
What's the difference between the two?
It's
Just maybe
okay, I
bug
can
fixes?
wait.
Or did they leave bugs in there?
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That
Oh,
is
we
the
never
best
did find out what
choice.
was in that room either.
That's all
Sorry,
right.
Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the
Leroy
right thing to do.
Jenkins. Don't
Take
cancel
as
me for
much
that.
time as you need.
It just ends? Okay. Alright, that was actually a really good ending.
All of
Jeez.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This isn't good. They programmed a lot of little things into this game, and it's crazy. It's just a step progression game, but I mean, there's a lot of little changes each time. I still think those Okay, so there's new content. We're going to ignore the new content for now, because the problem is we still
When
haven't...
Stanley came to a set
done
of 2 open
all the
doors,
stuff in the old
he
content.
entered the door on his left.
So we're going to go answer the dang
This
phone
was
this time.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
And then we're going to actually go
Perhaps
on the
he
left
wanted to
side and
stop
figure
by
out what the heck is on the
employee
left
lounge
side.
first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We might stop at the 2-hour mark.
Stanley
it's
was so
about an hour-
bad at
hour and a
following
half in.
directions, it's
I didn't
incredible
realize
he wasn't 5
how
years
big
ago.
this game really is. But we'll
Look,
try to make it
Stanley,
a little
I think
bit
perhaps
further.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I think we did everything on
all
that
this
side.
time. There's
The only thing we
someone
didn't
you've
do
been
was go
neglecting,
blue,
Stanley.
red, or something
Someone
like that.
you've
But we're not going to
forgotten
touch that because I
about.
think it just defaults to
Please,
red.
Stop trying to make
If I had
every
to guess.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me.
Okay.
I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley.
So
Your
we're gonna go
chance
answer
to
the phone
redeem
this time.
yourself, to put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Because I'm pretty sure how this game probably works.
That's her, Stanley. You need to...
So yeah, I'm pretty sure. So you live in 427 as well?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just
Yes,
pulling
your
the bread out of the oven.
room looks nicer than your office.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you
course you
actually
have a
think you
wife.
had a loving wife who'd
gotta
want to
leave.
commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come
So
inside.
I'm pretty sure how
Let me
this
show
game
you
works
what's
is
really
once you've
going
done
on
an
here.
ending, it resets.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Gosh dang it.
This is a very
this looks
sad
like my
story
cubicle.
about the death of a man named Stanley.
It won't even let me go into my... I'm not gonna press K. Alright, fine, I'll press K.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what he's told
Okay.
to do.
Was this here?
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going
I think every time I
home.
press my button, it turns
Now
into my
he's
cubicle.
coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
I
From
guess I didn't
behind his
change that
desk,
time.
Stanley
Maybe it's
dreams
his
of
office desk
wild
at home?
expeditions into the unknown.
Which doesn't make sense because it's a coffee
fantastic
table, right?
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Wait, why can't I go up to the door?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Yeah, okay.
First, he
It started to
imagined
turn
that
into my
one day
office
while
again.
at work, he
Dang
stepped
it.
up from
This
his
one's gonna
desk
end
to
with me
realize that
being
all
in
of
my
his
office and starting
coworkers,
over.
His boss, everyone in the building had
course.
suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
So it's supposed to
At
be
last,
a...
choice. It
Okay.
barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
All
The
right.
mere
I see
thought
how this
that
game
his
is working.
decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
How many options are there in this game, though?
As he
to-
wandered through
like
this
choice-wise?
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
we've
and
done,
destinations.
like 10
Down
to
one
12
path
maybe
lay an
already?
enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a
geez.
yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
gosh, the baby game.
Stanley Parable.
X.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head,
Hey, look,
he
more
relived
file
it
cabinets.
again, and then again, and again, over and over,
I want my
wishing
kitchen
beyond
back.
hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yeah, that's the thing. How
But
many
there
one
is
more
no
times
answer.
are there?
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
How do you get to that
Nothing has
back file
changed.
cabinet? You should
The
have just
longer he
deleted this file
spends here,
cabinet.
the
That would have
more
made more sense.
invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Neither one is the real one. Ugh. All right, fine. Let's
And
go
I'm
sleep.
trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm going to do it because I don't like you, narrator.
You see?
Yep.
Can he just
Yeah,
not
back in
hear
my
me?
office.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll
Fucking leave.
understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can
Isn't
I
that
get
what
him to
everyone
see
does
what
on a
I
daily
see?
basis
How can I
anyway?
make him look at himself?
Oh.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay, so you just any button works. So, assuming each ending is unique, we've died like 14 times.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, now they're just
What could it
off.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's gonna bug me this entire time through this game, though. The fact that we can't finish the input thing. Everything else works except for that. No, we can't do the new content yet because I still don't know how this no
Stanley
ending's
came
supposed
to a
to
set
work.
of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
We've done everything I can think of on the right. Now we could go down and redo things
Yet
thinking
there
they've
was
changed,
not a
but the
single
problem with that
person
is
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
maybe we'll do that for the next
Stanley
game.
decided to go up to his boss's office,
can go in there
hoping
again,
he
but we're
might
gonna
find an
skip it.
answer there.
we've gone down.
Coming
I'm
to
gonna go
a
up.
staircase, Stanley walked
The
upstairs
boss's
to
office
his
is the
boss's
green room,
office.
right? Okay, that's new. So maybe the okay. So the other one was locked within the line, I guess. A specific timeline. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I want that food. Extreme bathrooms. This one looks pretty basic to me. Okay. Look what we found again. The input's back. Alright, I thought we broke it permanently, but I guess not. So that's cool. Oh. Can I open this door? Yeah. Wait a second. This room is completely different from the other boss's office, which is the green room. Okay. Let's go here first. Oh, look, there's the panda again. An elevator. Guess down, maybe? That's right, it's down. Oh, I just thought of something. I'll wait a second before I voice it. What's the, like, low audible tone in the background? What do you want to bet? That I open this and it doesn't go anywhere? Yeah. Yep, okay. So this is just a waste of time. I wonder how many hours you'd have to spend in here for that to maybe even go somewhere. Because if they have that 4-hour one with the baby, you think that doesn't have a
Stepping into his
6-hour like
manager's office,
elevator
Stanley
ride?
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
hidden door?
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Yeah, we
But
could
of
enter
course,
that.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
We're gonna wait and not enter that. I want to see how the narrator loses their shit. Can I jump up on things? Okay, so you can kind of clip up onto things.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Like, this looks like a hidden door.
2845.
I don't know where the hidden door would be in this game. It's probably over here somewhere. Could be... I guess it could be this one right here. It's probably here.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, that's dumb. Can I go enter it in now? 8, 4. Did that? I heard something. 1 second. Sorry about that. Did it unlock anything else? Because you guys heard that like little beeping sound. That was probably what it's supposed to do in the first place, but I wonder how many people have tried to open it after the fact. Why the heck would your office go this way? At least, you know, line it with like marble walls or something. Oh, there's something here. I think it's just a broken part of the world. Oh, an elevator. Loading. Oh, hey, cool. Not the end is
Descending
never the
deeper
end.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, I probably shut that down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape sounds like a horrible idea. Mind control facility also sounds like a horrible idea. I think it's that room, though. You know what? Maybe we'll go back. Oh, wait. In light. If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. Because, you know what's interesting is the other elevator only had a down button. This one has an up button. You can go back. Okay.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did
I'm
Stanley
confused.
do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question.
I want to break into his
I just
desk
can't
and
wait
figure
to
out what's
find
in
out.
there. Wait a second. Oh, no, yeah, that's right. I'm dumb.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising
I honestly didn't think this
narrative.
game would hold my attention that long. I was wrong.
Bolted to the edge of my seat.
I mean, we can go back down, I guess. There's nothing here. Can I leave? No. Can I sit down? I know I can jump up on these, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't think the narrator's going to talk again. Maybe, though. We'll wait another few seconds. Alright, fine. So maybe this was just a dead end. Kind of like the broom closet.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Okay, now that makes me feel like I should press up again and go up again. Because now, that just seems suspect.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Hey, I like riding
I can't
elevators.
even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
What do you think? It's something different? Oh, crap. The end is never the end. It didn't say loading like last time. I'm going to die, aren't I? No, it's just the boss's office.
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Okay, that was great. I'm glad we came back into this. We'll probably resets after this, and there's no point going further, so we'll have to do one of the other ones, like the escape or something.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
This reminds me of Cuphead. Another game I've never played, but watch people play because I'm too dumb at it. I'm so bad at that game. Played it for like 15 minutes and died in the first boss like 8 times. I was like, yep, I can't do games that require dexterity and skill.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
I like how there's
As
no games
before,
really like this,
I
are there?
turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Can I go out the door now? No. Nothing here.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I
We're
had
weird.
no frame of reference to even anticipate
I wonder how many other people have done it that way, though.
Just
Probably a
how
lot.
revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yeah. Should we go back up one more time? It's loading again, so not just the end is the end.
Stanley walked straight ahead
Okay,
through
so
the large door that
The only
read
thing I can think of is
Mind
we're
Control
missing one
Facility.
thing. There's got to be something else. Or it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't make sense that there isn't an ending here. There has to be.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Yeah.
Don't
there's-
you realize?
I knew there was something
It's the
different. We missed it.
anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense,
You mean the boss's
agony
office?
of waiting and anticipating,
Wonder what's up there
and having
now.
to guess, that's the real
Probably the
thrill.
boss's office.
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator
Oh,
ride
gosh.
nice and slow?
That may have been a mistake. Okay, this may have been
There
a
we
mistake.
go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments
We may have
flung
made a
right in their
mistake.
faces from the very moment that things get started.
We went up like,
But
what,
where's the
2,
tension?
4
Where's
feet maybe?
the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
Yeah,
Truly,
we've
I
done
mean
that
it.
quite a few times.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want
No,
to be engaged.
that's not
and
what this
pandered
game's about,
to.
apparently.
We're being
Who needs
fed
thinking?
such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all
Wait a
know
second.
it. Which is
That
why
looks
we're
different.
so starved for content.
remember that when we
makes us
came
feel
down.
sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following
glad
you
we
from
did
the
this part.
beginning. They
That
really
makes sense.
look up to you,
And we will
Stanley.
definitely go
I
into the
don't
new
know if you
content, but what we're
realize
gonna
the
do is-
impact you have on them.
Actually, I don't
This
know what
is
we're
the
going to do. I'm still
kind
having
of
fun,
gesture
so maybe
that
this will
might
just
leave a
extend longer.
tremendous impact
I was
on
going to
them
stop
for
at
the
around the
better.
2-hour mark, but I might
Oh,
go a little
good,
further.
we're here. Okay.
Okay,
the room
this
where
is
we're
cool.
holding the press conference should be just
Okay,
around
can't
the
go back
corner here
down.
somewhere.
Totally would. Okay, this is pretty funny. It's funny, there is a guy that is trying to be the world's healthiest human being by injecting, like, his kid's blood into his system and eating, like, this crazy... it's like a $2 million a year diet or some nonsense. I wonder how many years he'll get, or if he'll get any, or he'll just have a heart attack at, like, 55. Oh, we did the pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Oh, jeez. Man, there's so many little things in this game. It's ridiculous. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes. Here it is.
That
Just through
door?
this door.
Stanley live tonight. The man, the process, the myth, the legend. The parable, Stanley, the parable tonight. Oh, there should be more. The storyteller, Stanley the parable, all in his new room, I think. World's first scientist, sentient. I said scientist, sentient machine. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander. That'd be funny.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise
Stanley's
in
last name is
storytelling,
Ryder?
and what it means to craft a
Stanley
truly
Ryder. Needs
unpredictable
almonds,
narrative.
a chair,
Don't worry,
gum table,
you'll
and a
do
nut
great.
bar.
Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you,
The dude
Stanley.
who came up with, man, I want pizza
Okay,
now. Gosh
it
dang
looks
it.
like they're ready for you.
I think I'm going to have to order a pizza today. Hey, where's my nut bar? This is worthless. I am done. Story, Stanley, me, Dad, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. It was just some random fan. Break a leg, champ. Your boss. Yeah, my boss is crazy. Remember where you came from. Random. Up and up again, down again. The Stanley story. Yeah. Okay. That was funny. This entire thing is about going up and down that elevator. That's it. That's entirely what this entire thing's about. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna regret this. Wow. Maybe I'm not gonna regret this. This was unexpected. That's great. I can't hear anything. Oh gosh, that was fantastic. Oh god, of course it ended. Wait, but there's something that we found the input thing again. So
someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
that was different. Okay, I'd rather have someone follow me. I'm looking for the input thing though. Okay. All right, we are almost there. Wait, what's this? Okay, get up on the. Hey, kind of got up on the desk here. Yeah. Nothing you can do here though. So you can kind of get up on stuff. That's interesting. What?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're
you
here,
can fall
what do you
through
think?
a window.
Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
No,
don't
it's
we
a
take
white
a minute
room, but
just to drink it all in?
This reminds me of the first Assassin's
Okay,
Creed when
I'm
you
over
get
it
stuck
now.
on the
What do you
enemies.
think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh shoot. No.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
Nothing.
Do you
You would
think it
still
would have
continue.
been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
In this case, yes,
Perhaps
the
you
game
never
totally would
would
do that.
even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue
Can I
in
go
the
anywhere
first
else?
place.
No, I can't.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
Maybe.
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and
Hours.
Mrs. Rich, perhaps you just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing
We
what
still haven't
happens
done the main
when you
one.
pick the other option. Indeed,
We've ignored
you
the
are
two
one
main
of the lucky
tasks.
ones. Though if the other option is
For
really miserable
2
to
hours.
listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Does it really just end here? Do I hit no? Yes. Oh, you know, I bet you they're the exact same thing. I bet you they did the exact same thing. Can I actually quit the game without messing up everything? Now I'm a little confused. I mean, probably shouldn't have fallen through the window, but I really wanted to get up onto the top of like the desk and see if I could. You totally can, by the way. Of course, you get stuck in wherever the heck this is. I don't think we can do anything except begin the game again. Okay, was this option always here? Okay, I guess it is an option that you can do. So if you get stuck...
All of his co-workers...
I bet you this is for if you accidentally repeat a line.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he
should
couldn't
we
find
do
a
the
trace
yes?
of his
No, you know what, we're gonna ignore it. I think it's the same. We're just gonna hope it's the same, and maybe we'll come back at a later point and redo that one again. But I really want to get to that last input, wherever that happens to be. It must be on the office desk in the main office. Oh, gosh dang it! That new content's really bugging me. I really want to go do it. I'm guessing that's part of the Deluxe edition.
Set of 2 open doors. He entered the door.
But I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the same. I really don't know how far this game goes.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yeah.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so first off, let's take a look at the executive bathroom. See if anything... No, everything's the same. Okay. All right. I was hoping something would be different. And you can't really jump up on anything. You can kind of just wedge yourself onto stuff, which is annoying. Okay, that's annoying. Where's my extra input? Man. I really wanted to see that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
What is this sound?
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few
like a storm's
minutes
outside.
with some calming new age music.
Okay, so don't try to rush it, because otherwise you gotta deal with this nonsense. That's still a little nice touch, though, and it's a little bit extra to the addition to this game.
And rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That's the thing. I don't remember the shutters coming down for that, but maybe I just missed it. Okay, obviously we're gonna not do the elevator thing again because we already did that. Should we go the escape route or the mind control room? Ooh, the mind control room might be interesting because we can kind of jump. And I wonder if there's something down below.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
We'll go to escape
Facility.
next time. Because I think this is that room.
The lights rose on an
so this is the
enormous
room, but
room
what's
packed
down
with
here?
television screens. What horrible
we kinda-
secret did
since we
this
can
place
kinda jump.
hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh, yeah.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, okay.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind
I
control
knew there was something
facility.
down here.
Welcome. You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave?
I actually don't even really know. I just know it's new content because they're telling me it is.
More content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this
Think
section.
there's a door around here somewhere?
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret
Can't see it,
that's
but...
just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Rock music.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
We did it! It's like Dora.
3, 2, 1. Good job. You made
there's no
it
hidden
to the
door back
bottom
here.
of the mind control facility.
Oh, there might be.
You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending.
Oh man, that means we have to run all the way back down here. Maybe that stupid input thing will work though.
I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Actually gonna repeat it for 5 times.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
One more.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Best ending so far, actually. There's a lot of good endings in this one, and from what I can tell, is we're like maybe 20% of the way through this game.
All of his co-workers
maybe
were...
less.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is
What?
it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yes. What changed now? Gosh dang it! All these little changes. Okay. We're still missing an input. And obviously, I bet you... I wonder if the input's always on a different computer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here
I'm really
either.
confused by that first set of
Feeling a
lines.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't think this changes, does it? It's the same. Okay, maybe it does change. To be rich is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life would it be to have to pick just one? Okay, okay. No, there must be another input thing somewhere. I wonder where it is.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad.
Okay, that's
Stanley
nice.
pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Kind of surprise. Was that big surprise or something along that side, along that line? I'm very good with languages. Barely do English. Okay, so we've already done that one. Ow, sorry, that was a bit bright. We can
Stanley
go
walked
to the
straight
mind
ahead
control
through the
facility,
large
or we
door
can do
that read
escape.
Mind Control Facility.
Let's do escape. We'll do the mind control
Although
facility
this
next.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We could go back. This game does have a lot of that stuff
The
built
door
in.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had
I don't
every
believe that.
opportunity
It's
to
probably
turn
shut.
around and get back
I would
on
have
track.
ended up over there and had to
At this
run all the way
point,
back
Stanley
anyway.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Why not? Oh, it's gonna be an incinerator, isn't it? Is there anything around this thing? No. Oh, you can kind of hold yourself from falling. Oh. I thought there was gonna be a way I could grab a ledge. No. Yeah. Where is everything? Oh, there we are.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was
I'm
inched
on a
closer and closer
bucket
to
of
his
something.
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Is she just
Stanley
gonna
can't
kill
see
me?
the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
It's
Trapped
just gonna kill
forever
me.
in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps
Okay,
his death
well,
was of no
alright.
great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and
Why do
willingly
you even have
accepted
this in this building?
violent end
What does
to
this
his
office
brief and
do?
shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ah. Bye. Wait, what? Just
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led
Okay.
helplessly into the enormous metal
pause?
jaws.
Okay.
In a single
Now I'm really
visceral
confused.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I mean, that's better than slowly. I'm gonna go this way. Can I jump? Oh, I wonder if you could jump here and then fall off the world. No. That's unfortunate. Wait. This was missing a rung. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
This is like a version
What
of
exactly
Groundhog
did the
Day.
narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Kind of wish there was another way out of here. I know there isn't, though. 1 second. That was getting annoying.
When every path
Oh,
you can
look
walk
at this
has
room.
been created for you long
No
in advance,
textures. Love
death
it.
becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Nature paintings.
Do you see now?
All the paintings
Do
around
you
the
see
office.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, this is pretty cool. It's like a concept office. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they actually totally did plan this window to be open. All right, that's pretty cool. I assume you can't do these two windows because there's nothing to jump on, and there's nothing to jump on over here. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. And then the 2 rooms. There's some file cabinets. Office computers. Oh, you can turn off these. Oh man, I wish there would be the input for this one. Button sounds. We haven't really hit too many buttons. Doors, the office, random concepts. Okay. I wonder if there's anything hidden things way here. Probably not. Credits. Smart to put credits in game where you kind of have to go through everything, because a lot of people just skip over credits every single time. Just random office clock. Okay. Screens. So this boss's office, but what about the green one? Where'd that green one come from? We'll go this way.
Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Mind control facility. Escape. Okay, so this was like an early version of it. Okay, so they had always planned to do that.
Stanley pushed the big red button. Stanley walked over the bridge.
It took 3 years
Where were all of his co-workers?
to do all the dialogue for
I
this
don't know.
game?
How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound
Oh,
plausible?
this is just
No.
stuff that isn't used in the
Shoot.
game. Okay.
Well, try the other one then.
I wonder how many there are. We're not gonna wait. Yeah, we already saw that one. The lounge. Okay, the lounge pissed me off every time I go in there. Because I wonder if there's an actual ending in that place, but it's probably just die from old age. The freedom ending. There's a freedom ending? It's probably through the mind control facility that we've missed so many times. Countdown desk. Oh, there's a countdown ending. Okay. We probably shouldn't have come here. My room elevator. For a time, the elevator could go up and down. Interesting. Okay, well, I may have learned a little secret there that I shouldn't have known yet. Oh well. It is what it is. The Zending. The screenshot depicts an early version known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay, I wonder what this part is. This looks like something Portal related. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. Would pull a lever and the narrator would describe the color they pulled. Okay, that's funny. This one's green. Game is now paused. Escape to menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Very few players realize this, and then what did they do? Just Alt F4? Okay. That would actually piss a ton of people off, I bet, yeah. It's good that they actually did playtesting. A lot of games don't do playtesting anymore, and you end up with games like The Day Before where it's just this nightmare of a game. Now, The Day Before had other problems, but this room represents the 4th version of the ending. So they just never had this ending. They did a lot of different potential versions of this and then just canceled it. That's interesting. I wonder how many endings they didn't have. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game development. The first one released May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of a narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the game. Huh. So this game, when they released trailers for it, they kept a lot of it under wraps, so people had no idea what the heck was happening, right? There's a lot of stuff in here. The apartment timer. In a previous version, choosing the apartment name, the time would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, okay. I guess there's a chance that we miss something by just not picking the phone up. I don't know. Okay, cargo lift. Okay, second version, functionally the same with the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually starting. Yeah, that actually makes more sense. I actually like their new version of this. Cargo lift. It's always intended to offer choice of staying or jumping on a platform. We wanted to add the option of the player just dying. Yeah, okay. Thanks, game. The office. Oh, how much stuff is in this area? What to do? Narrator emails. Okay, okay. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you could actually... That's actually fantastic. I actually like that. The lounge... and man, the lounge bugs me. I don't know why. It just bugs me. Okay, the sounding's creepy in this part. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. Left. I actually really like the left one. This one is more annoying, I think, because it's just too compact. But I actually really like this one. I would have taken the left one, because at least it makes sense with the file cabinet system. That doesn't make sense with those file cabinets. Well, that's just me. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent to Davey, the writer, as kind of an audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game, but much of the environment has changed the basic layout. I mean, it's a good level design, yeah. Okay, so we're here. I know that's the exit. We're gonna go check one more thing here. Okay, we haven't seen the countdown room yet, so unfortunately that's a bit of a spoiler for us, but it's okay. I'm sure we'll make horrible decisions along the way, so I guess it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, okay. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient in the world and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting this build that was far too jokey and on the nose. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I would have loved the Warzone game. That would have been fantastic. Alien base. Oh man, I would have totally played this. No one would have gotten mad at this, I don't think. I think people would have enjoyed it. Money floating around the room. Okay. YouTube of the Stanley Parable. I still think we're missing an input point. Yeah, the maintenance room. I think we got everything. The office. I wonder how many people just run through here and go to the exit. Feel free, obviously, to skip forward in this area. So we're gonna go to the exit now because there's nothing else, I don't think. But we went over everything, which I think is pretty cool. I like all the little concept things. That's the best part, I think. Learning about every little thing that makes a game.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
No, I just want to
How
leave.
they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay, I thought you could get behind it, maybe. No.
Can you see? Can
Someone
you
told me
see
I
how
have to
much
watch
they need one another?
the
No,
I was
perhaps
gonna say
not.
Stanley Parable. I have
Sometimes
to watch
these
a
things
guy
cannot
called
be
Let's Game It
seen.
Out and the Spiffing Brit. Apparently they're like game breakers
But
or
listen to
whatever.
me. You can still save these two.
So they
You
do
can stop
stupid
the
things like
program
what I'm
before they
doing, but
both
at like
fail.
a grand scale.
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I could. No, I said to quit the
Stop
game.
now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for.
If we hit begin the game again, will it end this point? I know it'll just kill me. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Maybe her voice will be there. Oh, okay. Maybe it was worth it to do it that way. Yeah, we made it to heaven. Oh, this is not heaven. This is hell. This is just a billion buttons. Oh, God. I don't think we can turn them all off. No, they just turned back on. Oh, we missed that one. Okay, so I guess that was the input one. So what we get for turning off all the computers? Do we have to begin the game again, or are we just stuck here? No, it's getting louder. Oh gosh. This one does not feel like heaven. The other one felt kind of like heaven when you're on that platform in the black void. That one kind of felt good. It had like a huge serotonin rush when you were sitting there. This one not so much. I think we actually just have to end it. We'll wait a few more seconds. Like, it's getting louder. Or maybe it's just repeating the same loud section. Alright, we're gonna have to begin the game again. It'll give me a headache. We're gonna press it to see if it goes anywhere else, but we're just gonna reset if it goes to the same spot. Yeah, okay. Unfortunate. Okay, so I guess that might just be permanently like that now. Wait a second. Was there always a ringing phone in here? I don't remember that. Can I answer this? I want to see something. Since we have the begin the game button thing again, we're going to try this one more time. I want to see if something changes.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map. until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
I think it's
He
probably
then
the
praised the game
same.
for its insightful and witty commentary into the
But I'm gonna
nature
press
of
yes
video
this
game
time.
structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
I am, but it's
Well, I
interesting.
don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the
Yeah,
game
I
any
understand
old
that.
time you want.
this is a little
like
bit different.
right now. You could
But
have done it just
that
then.
phone's interesting because that's
Now
definitely
would also
new,
be
right?
an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going
I just
on
realized
where you are
we
literally
hit yes
unable to
and
act
the
on
word
your own
actually-
desires to restart the game. So just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
Okay, so yes
and
is
see how
different.
long you can maintain.
It's even more miserable because
There
there's a.
once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
This isn't miserable. This is
But
fantastic. It's just
truth
the
must
stupid
be
phone in the
told,
background.
He was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Up and down
He
in the
did it all
elevator.
day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good.
Which is
We've done
why
lots
he
of
is in
endings.
this
None of the
parable.
main ones.
And lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too
Oh.
will become
Caps
quite
lock on.
unbearable.
I'm glad this was the game we chose to start off with. If you guys have any other games you want me to try playing that isn't a game like this, let me know, and we'll look into it. Keep in mind, I'm not the best when it comes to like action games. I'm better at like survival type games, but yeah, I mean, this was really fun to get started with because I'm sure a lot of people have already played the game or seen it or seen other people play it, and I wonder how many different endings I've hit that people haven't hit in other, playthroughs. I just don't know. I guess maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I probably won't react to those because it doesn't make sense to react to gameplay stuff that you've already played. So, but so we just reset it. Figured it'd get more annoying. The phone's doing a good job. All right, we'll reset it. So that was a different ending, I guess. So good to know. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yeah, we haven't touched the new content, have we?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Let's do
he entered
left
the door
again.
on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he'd coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
yeah.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Actually made it further than I thought I would. I thought I'd get bored around the 2 hour mark, but all right. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Okay. Okay, good. That's off. I'm just gonna look in here. I think it's the elevator still. Okay, now it's just open now.
Here's the door, just go.
Smart. Okay, so we went to the escape room. We did this weird up and down on the elevator. We fell into the bottom of the mind control room, but we haven't actually done anything with the mind control room yet. So I guess let's go complete what we're supposed to do in the first place, which is follow the narrator all the way through to the end.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Okay, that's
Mind
death.
Control Facility.
I do like the fact that you can just restart it if you've accidentally started doing one again. So that's good.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Okay, so
did he
this
have
comes
the
up.
strength to find out?
button. Yeah, there's cameras everywhere.
Now
That's just
the
normal.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee
Almost
in the
fell off
building.
again. That would've been dumb.
Stanley's co-workers.
Waste of time.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images
Where's
on a
my
screen. And Stanley, one
we're
of them,
427, right?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
427. We're here. Okay. See if it's actually accurate to the game. I assume that at least that one is. Yeah, it is. So okay, that's good to know. They actually spent a little bit of time on making sure that was accurate. They put a lot of work into this game. Elevator
This
coming down.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under
So I guess
someone's control
originally
all this
you could go up
time?
and down.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep, they just removed the button. You
No.
just stand in here.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the
dark in
cold
here.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never
I
again
go
exert its
upstairs?
terrible power
Can't
over
see things,
another
it's harder
human
to see.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Huh. That's weird. Where are these red lights coming from? That's like the first major design flaw I've seen in this game. I see red lights, but I don't see any actual location where they would be. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Why would you put an on and off button next to each other without putting a lock on the off button? I wish I could zoom in and read that. Alright, obviously we're going to click on because we're dumb.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yes.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
Why would I turn it on when there's
and
no one in
leave.
the building?
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
In what, a
How
good
long
chunk of the
until
city?
detonation, then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
there's nothing I could do,
This is
can I?
much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
At least the
But
buttons
what
have...
precious moments
okay,
each
cool.
one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
Okay, so once you change something, it's permanent. Oh, there's
What's that?
like a code?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course,
Okay, so
that
you
was
can only enter
merely
a
in
couple of
this
times.
instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I
That's
simply let you
interesting.
sit there in your office
Maybe there is a
forever,
way to fix
pushing
this.
buttons endlessly and then dying
Okay.
alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back
Okay,
the
so it
control
says
wrested
4.
away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
Yellow
will be
4?
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
Purple?
much. You know
Okay, I
what?
changed to
To hell with
purple.
it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Did they all
These
change
are
to purple?
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me.
Okay, so they all
what's the
changed
matter,
to purple.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Yeah, I know you're going to tell me
look
there
at
isn't.
you,
That's fine.
running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons. No, these
Oh,
colored
hey, this one's
ones.
purple.
Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this
So they
video
are
game can be
changing.
beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have
know I
any
like-
idea
Well,
what your
that would
purpose in
change
this
again,
place
too.
is?
It could just be random, and this is just a waste of
Stanley,
time.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But
What's
here's
the
a
light
spoiler
blue?
for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch
Green?
you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
Obviously, we're going to
can't.
die here, but it's interesting
Take a
if
look
this
at the
actually
clock,
is a
Stanley.
change on it.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Yeah,
seconds
yeah.
until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable
gosh, my
life
head
from
is
the moment
hurting.
we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Jeez, the shaking was super annoying on that. Okay, so there's a good chance that none of those buttons do anything in that room. Or if there is an option, no one's found it yet, maybe.
All of his co-workers
I'm sure
had
someone's found
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed
so we
a
haven't
memo.
turned off the machine. We also have new content. So what we're probably going to do is we're going to turn off
When
the
Stanley
machine,
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
and we're going to
left.
end it for the day. And then we will start up new content on the next playthrough.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
'Cause,
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
as much
Stanley
fun as
decided to go
I'm
up
sure
to
it is
his
for you
boss,
guys to
coming
watch
to
me
a
play a game for
staircase.
3 hours,
Stanley
I think
walked
it might
upstairs
just
to
be a
his
little too long
boss's
for the
office.
majority of people. So we're gonna take a bit of a break,
Here's the door, just go.
and then we'll do the new content on the next part. I think we did as many things as we could. At least before we went through and did the actual thing we were supposed to do. Because this is the one thing I think we're
Stanley
missing.
walked straight ahead through the large
Unless
door
something's
that read
changed.
Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, it's just, you know, I think it's just too much in a row. I think people need a break. So let's go to the final ending.
The lights rose on an enormous room
That I
packed with
think we
television
haven't
screens.
skipped.
What horrible secret did
But
this
maybe there's
place
something else. Maybe
hold?
something changes after
Stanley
this,
thought
and maybe
to
we'll
himself.
extend it a little further.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Also, I need a better chair. I wish this part was a little faster.
Now the monitors
wonder if
jumped to
someone
life.
created a mod
Their
where I
true
could move twice
nature
as fast. That'd be
revealed.
great.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
observation
nothing.
protocol. Yeah, okay. So we just have to turn off the machine this time.
This
not on.
mind control facility, it was too horrible
Oh, there's
to
a
believe
stupid
it
platform.
couldn't be
Hey,
true.
someone else was fired.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Only one
Was
person
this the
was
only
fired. I
reason
guess
he
it's
was
the same
happy with his
location, though.
boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
there's a
it.
pirate.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
I don't think
or
these buttons
content.
did anything.
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over...
Tired of listening to him. Maybe I'm getting tired of this game. I really like it. It's really, really well done. It's just... There's just so much. Was this what you're supposed to do the entire time? You just go here and turn it off?
rising chill
You could
of
end this game in
uncertainty.
5 minutes.
Was it over? Yes. He
my
had
God.
won.
That's what you're
He
supposed
had
to do?
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I don't know if I want to
And
leave.
yet, even as
Like a
the immense
prisoner.
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Can you
How
fall
had
off
he
the
been
edge?
freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building
You can fall off
hold?
the edge.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had
Oh,
been
maybe not.
seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No
Oh.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
I thought I fell off the edge.
or
I
how
didn't.
to
It
feel.
just goes down.
Whatever life he lives, it will
Outside.
be his.
Let's go to that
And
bridge.
that was all
Way there
he
in the
needed to
background.
know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
So, question though. What happens if you don't step through the door? Is there a way back here? There might not be an option. Oh.
Stanley felt the cool
Okay, so
breeze
this is a
upon his
cutscene.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That makes sense for this game. It's gonna restart, isn't it? I mean, it makes sense. Achievement, beat the game. Okay. All right, so we're gonna stop it here for today. I know there's a whole bunch of new content stuff which basically rebuilds probably the entire game, and that's probably what the update was. I don't think there are any major changes, but we'll find out next time. We'll come back and we'll on the next playthrough we'll see if anything changed after you beat the game effectively. Because I don't think there would be, because a lot of people can easily beat the game in under 5 minutes, maybe 10. But even then, you know, that would just be the main ending. It would just restart. So, but yeah, we're gonna stop here. It was a lot of fun to play through. It was a good game for my first Let's Play to start with, and yeah, we'll continue from here. I hope everyone enjoyed it. A lot of people can tell me what I missed, because I'm sure there's a billion things I missed, and I hope I found some things that people haven't ever seen in a Let's Play, which is highly unlikely because. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if everyone goes through a kind of step-by-step process like I do. A lot of people probably just run through it and try and get to the furthest point. And a lot of the new content stuff you can probably get to in the first half hour. I don't know. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a good day, and we'll get back into some Let's Plays in the next couple of days. All right, have a good day, everyone.